Hi everyone, it's Lynda here from Banjo's Beat House with our weekly Facebook Live video, and this is our last Facebook Live for 2024 with Denise now on vacation. I am putting us on pause as I'll be running everything to do with the shop for the remainder of the year, which is going to be a little crazy. We'll be back with lives in February next year, so it gives me a chance to have a bit of a reset and come up with some new things and take a look at some of your comments and feedbacks and requests and put together some fun stuff for next year. But on to the more exciting stuff. We are continuing with our inspiration boxes next year, so there will be a 2025 series. I have already mapped out what we're doing and started working on a number of the projects, and I've got sketches for some more of them, which is really fun and for me very super organized, which is not the norm. So for the 2025 series, we're actually focusing on the Miyuki Delicas. I didn't realize that they were actually launched in 1982, so they are one of the older of the seed beads, and it probably explains why for so many years it's the only bead all of us ever used before all the crazy shapes came along. But they are still one that I go back to play with over and over and over again, so I'm looking forward to sharing my love of these beads with you guys from January to November next year throughout all of the boxes. I've actually gone through the process of color curating the boxes myself, so each box will contain 6 different delicas. So across the year you'll wind up with 66 different delicas in your stash, which is not bad out of the 1,000 odd colors that there are. So in that process, whilst I've pulled the initial color palettes, some of them have changed as I've started working with the beads because things don't always work out the way you think. So I will share some of that along the way as we go. But it has been a fun process. The January, February and March projects are all fully made. I'm in the process of writing up the patterns. I've finished off the May project this week. And some pieces I need for the April project turned up today. So I am steaming along and the rest is sketched out and mapped, so it'll be fun to share that with you guys. So as you may have picked up, a little bit of difference this year is I'll actually be designing the patterns for each of the 11 boxes. So it's been a huge creative challenge for me going down this path, trying to share some different techniques as we go, so that you're not just seeing the same stitch over and over and over again. I'm trying to mix it up between making pendants, making bracelets, making necklaces, making objects, and having different things and approaching things a little bit differently. So some of them have been quite challenging and some of them have been a little bit easier, but it's all part of the creative journey and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys. Some of the colour palettes are very close and near and dear to my heart. Some of them I have struggled to work with, and that was also part of this challenge, was putting me out of my comfort zone, possibly also putting you guys out of your comfort zone, but looking at how things can work together. So the cool thing is you guys are getting this as a sneak peek. The next newsletter, which is our mid-month newsletter, the first one will actually go live for pre-order for sale, which will be our January box. It will ship in mid-January. Whilst the stock order with the beads is currently being picked and will be here before Christmas with our 2-week closure and just needing to catch up with everything post-Christmas, we need a week basically just to get all that kitted. So we will have those out to you guys in mid-January. And then hopefully after that we'll be shipping within the first week of each month moving forward. But yeah, so that is the excitement, one of the exciting things that I have in store for you guys for 2025. Other things I'll be sharing into the new year. I want to take this opportunity to remind you guys, we close for the year at 4:30 on the 21st of December, which is two weeks tomorrow. So there's 3 Saturdays left to come in and shop at the West Ryde store. As always, the website remains open. We will be coming in during our 2-week closure to pick orders, but they won't be going out every day, it'll be every couple of days. So that if you do need something urgently, I suggest you order it for the 21st. All of the stock orders for the year have now been placed, so there is nothing more incoming. Once I get shipping details from the last 2, I'll be updating all of the pre-order information on the website and alerting customers who've ordered stuff. And then everything else will start ordering again in January when I am back. I'm looking forward to my 2 weeks off and shutting the computer off as much as possible and not placing stuff in stock order carts. It's been a lot of that this week. But I want to say thank you to everyone who's joined me for Facebook Live and for who's been with us through the transition from the Oatland store to the West Ryde store this year. It has been a crazy ride. Through all of that stress and headache and illness and everything else. I'm looking forward to a much healthier, less stress-free year next year now that we are seemingly settled in and getting into a routine here. If there's anything you'd like to see in a live video, please drop me a note and I will do my best to incorporate it. And if not, I will see you all in 2025. Thank you. Have a happy holiday and I will see you next year. Bye for now.